They gon' love me for my ambition.
Travis Scott and Sabrina Carpenter. Travis Scott has dropped 10 years later his re-released mixtape, Days Before Rodeo. I've broke it down on TikTok and on Patreon. You guys can go look it up more in depth. But this is something that has been successful for him, right? We reacted to it. There was hype around it. It felt as if almost damn near Travis Scott dropped another fucking album. But it's the same old project, right? But it was a lot of people's, newer age, younger people's maybe first time listening to it because it's on streaming service now. There's another generation that, younger than us that doesn't know what the fuck we had to deal with when it came to Dat Piff, Bear Share, LimeWire. What else?
Audio Castle.
Audio Castle.
Stop triggering me.
StopTriggeringMe.com. I don't remember that one. But it was crazy, right? That era of music. And now it's on streaming services. What did Travis Scott do? First day, he dropped it with a deluxe. 5 bonus records.
Zip files.
We reacted to that it's on
Dat
Patreon.
Piff.
Right? But then, the following day, I believe he dropped another version. And then during the weekend, he dropped throughout the week, he dropped a total of 5 extra. So that was a total of 5 in total overall. No, 4 extra, making it 5 total deluxes. So it was 5 extra deluxe versions online for you to purchase.
So there's more music than what we reacted to?
So it was more music.
There's like 5 new songs, right?
Yeah, some of it is like new shit that people haven't heard, but some of it was like shit that he just remixed, leaked, and then he put it out there properly. But I think the most important music was the ones that we listened on the first original deluxe. That's the ones that people cared about the most significant music.
There was another one on that deluxe that was important.
Maybe I think it was another Young Thug one.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
I forgot what it was called.
There also was a chopped and screwed version of the album.
Gross.
Yeah, well, not too gross, bro. It's Houston.
No, I know. I love chopped and screwed, but like this sounds like what it sounds like.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's.
I haven't heard it yet, so it might sound good.
Sounds like he's farming.
But the only way for you guys to get those bonuses was buying the album digitally, $4.99. So every time people would support it, it would be $4.99, $4.99, right?
So $1 a track.
Yeah, basically $1 track.
Yeah.
But every time it wasn't bonus. Sometimes it was bonuses that was just 2 songs, maybe 1 song. So it wasn't like always 5 new records. Nonetheless, for lack of better terms, to cut it shorter, bro, he was projected prior to the announcement of the actual bonus deluxes. He was projected already to do 217 first week, and Sabrina Carpenter with her, it feels like her debut album. Her album was gonna do 317, so she was gonna be number 1. Now, after they had like this subliminal beef online because he was, I guess, reacting to the idea of like, oh shit, that's my projections, let's run them up, because 190,000 people bought the digital deluxes.
Insane.
He only did streaming worth like 27,000 first week just worth off streaming. That was the projection because the 217 was added up with the 190 that was pure sales from the digital albums. Mm-hmm. People were buying the digital albums. They were buying the bundle packs, buying the vinyls, right? To get the merch and to support Travis and to get the music because that was the only way you would listen to the music.
I wanted that Free Thug sweater, but that shit's mad expensive.
Yeah, he did a collaboration with Spider, with Young Thug and him as merch. Expensive as fuck, but good quality because it was a cactus plant as well. So it's good ass quality. Cactus flea market.
Yeah.
Cactus plant flea market. Now, right, Sabrina Carpenter went and she also dropped 2 digital deluxes. She's like, he's dropping digital deluxes. I already had 1 digital deluxe plan. Let me do another one. So she dropped 2, right? And this was like within 24 hours of the week sales calculation ending. So it was like a week. It was Friday night, because the project dropped last Friday. Remember, 2 Fridays ago. Mm-hmm. So for the full week estimations, right, and for the first time ever, at least from my recollection, Billboard. This went so crazy that Billboard had to delay for a full 48 hours now the projections of the sales. The chart basically crashed because they had to recalculate everything. Because as of today, there was a leaked version that said that Travis Scott ended up outselling her. Because even before midnight, he dropped another digital deluxe.
What the fuck?
Making it 6 in total versions of the album. And then Kanye West reposted it. He probably hit up Kanye, yo, can you repost this with me, bro? I'm trying to beat this girl. I'm trying to beat her. I'm trying to beat her. I'm trying to get number 1 off a 10-a-year album. It was crazy, right? Now it's projected. I have the digital that academics broke the story, it seems like. But people saying this might be a fake image. But it says Days Before Rodeo is now projected to do 365,000 first week, beating Sabrina Carpenter, who's now estimated at 354,000.
That's really
Crazy.
good for Sabrina, bro.
And also, shout out to Post Malone, who's like 3 weeks after his country album, still doing 100,000 a
That's
week.
insane.
God damn.
That's insane. White
Post
people,
Malone,
Y'all
bro.
listen to that shit?
I haven't yet. I need to.
yo, I can't buy the songs off the website.
Because it stopped at midnight on Friday. He made it like, you guys want to support me, do this, okay, but after midnight Friday, you can't even do it. So that's what made people go do it, because it was limited time only.
Wait, are you being dead the fuck ass?
Bro, yes.
It'll probably go live again after the
No, what he's
numbers
going to
out.
do is what he did with the first Digital Deluxe. He'll add it to streaming probably a week after, days after. But maybe not, because that's a bunch of Digital Deluxes. You know what I'm saying? So it made it lucrative for the fans, whereas like they can have these leaks, they can have these songs, and they can do whatever the fuck they want with them. Oh my God, blah, blah, blah. Until he puts them on streaming. He's probably going to put them on streaming next week.
He better.
Because this was all just for sales, to drive up the sales. Now, I think it's petty. I'm not going to lie to you. Because I think right now, as much as we love Travis Scott, I think he's going through an ego moment, right? We have him with the paparazzi, arguing with paparazzi overseas, his interactions with fans overseas going viral. We have him now subliminally beefing with Killer Mike because he felt like he needed to win the Grammy. Then he made a post last week with a photo of a Grammy, and he said one day, like he wants the Grammy, right?
He still hasn't gotten a Grammy?
And he feels like he deserves it and he wants it bad, right? And now we have him with a 10-year album, 10-year project later, the re-release, he's making his fans go and beat Sabrina Carpenter. Like he needs that. He needs that number one. You don't need a number one, bro. This is a 10-year-old project. Like that shit could have been fucking doing 50,000. It's a mixtape from 10 years ago. No one's gonna be like, oh, Travis Scott fell off. It's not new music. But he wants to beat this
respect it.
woman.
Bro, I just went
respect
through, bro, I'm on Genius right now. This nigga has 6 versions of this shit, bro. This nigga's not lying.
6 versions of this album.
This is the Atlanta live version.
A live version from that night. He did a party, a live listening party
What are we
in
doing?
Atlanta. So I think he recorded that audio, the whole show, and he put it on a album, like a live version of the album.
Bro,
That's fire.
Marketing geniuses, bro.
Bro.
We're going to call it what it is. Because Vic already said it.
Joe Budden said that he doesn't believe these numbers.
I don't believe him either.
That he's alleging that Travis Scott is potentially signed to now a tech company that helps artists do shit like this to drive up sales, right? I believe the numbers. I'm not gonna lie to you,
Hold on.
because Travis Scott fans are fucking crazy.
No, without a doubt.
His fan base is like a cult, right? They love him. They'll do whatever for him. He's been through a lot. He's done a lot for Travis Scott fans. His fans, he's had Travis Scott fans pass away. He's like gone through everything, right? So they're gonna support him, but to what benefit? The benefit that they get is new music. I guess there's an exchange, right? They get the access to the music, bro. But at the same time, all we're fucking doing is making him richer. All we're fucking doing is elevating his own status. Why not just let the music drop and genuinely let shit happen by itself, right? But remember, we spoke about this last year. The bundle shit. Travis Scott, Billboard took away the bundle.
Partially.
And then they brought it back. When they bring it back? Last year, around the same month when Utopia dropped. And people were saying Travis Scott pushed his album back to drop right when that was going to be back in play. That rule that bundles can count towards the first week's sales on Billboard. So now, remember we reported on that. People were mad like, Travis Scott's cheating the system, et cetera, et cetera. But I was like, I did the comparison. I was like, that's if we have an exam in school and then the teacher says you can bring in a cheat sheet. You just using it to your benefit.
Why people getting mad for him using what's there? If it's there, it's there. If an artist doesn't use that to their advantage, that's on them.
There's 2 things about
It's
this.
like you said, bro. If they're like, oh, it's open book. Nah, I don't need to use the
Yeah,
book.
open. But remember those open book tests?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't need to use the book. You're stupid. You just cheated yourself out of 100.
Nah, niggas who would do shit like that.
Dumbass.
I'd be like, bro, you take pride in being a bitch.
Come
But,
on, bro.
Bro, just mad hype. Oh, I don't need a
Yeah, I
book.
don't need a
I
book.
don't need a book.
Oh, then they're
Right.
mad they got a 90 instead of
I'm a
100.
fucking nerd.
And then the motherfucker that would get 40s all the time got 100.
Oh my god.
Stupid.
But
Is
listen,
he petty? Is this dirty?
This is stupid.
I don't think it is.
There's a couple things wrong with this. First off, when he was selling the album, the deluxe, I respected it because I thought this would change. This would be like the first steps to changing the industry. Because when Kanye did it, I know why Kanye did it. He wants to do that independent shit. He's been pushing it this whole time. Whether it's for his own selfish reasons, it's still a good thing he's trying to do. Because, we have to kill streaming. Streaming's evil. We can get into it for like an hour, but streaming is very evil. It's very...
Yeah.
Bro, how do you split $6.99?
Yeah.
It's not possible. This system is flawed. Like, that was the interview Joe Budden had with the dude from Gamma. Like, this shit is evil.
Bro, bring
You-
back
yo,
physical copies, bro. I'm with
Bro,
it.
I'm with it because I can't split $6.99 with an entire catalog of music and artists. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So when this, I still don't understand how that works. So when this motherfucker Travis was selling this shit, I told you this, Vic. I'm like, yo, this is good. It's for the industry. Like, it's about artists finally getting their direct money. They deserve this. This is gonna push people to actually make better music.
Yeah.
Because that you now have an incentive to make better music. Because now you have a reason. It's like, oh, the only way niggas are gonna go out and buy my shit, like straight up, like they're doing with the big people, is because I made a great song. This motherfucker did it for album sales. This motherfucker did this shit to push a fucking album sale because of his fucking ego. You let me not. You narcissist in the moment. You are truly a narcissist for that in the moment. And it's funny because J1 just said it's a Kanye moment. It is truly a Kanye West moment where you just need that validation. Oh, I was number one. My nigga, if your shit was good, which it was, and if the fucking deluxe was good, then like Vic said, just drop it. Let it be organically number one. Why are we doing this? I hate this shit. I hate this shit so much. It's so corny. You can't just drop music and let it blow. Pause. Because isn't that what Drake does?
On his own.
On its own. Isn't that what Drake... I've never heard this problem with Drake. I've never heard this nigga, oh, I'ma bundle it. When the fuck you ever heard J. Cole fiending for bundles? When the fuck you ever heard Kendrick fiending for... Like, you niggas sound like losers. You competed with a pop star. Well, like, I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Isn't that the one that said nigga?
Nah, that's Sabrina Claudio.
Oh,
Don't play.
Okay.
Don't put that on
Don't
Sabrina
put that on Sabrina.
Carpenter's body, bro.
Okay.
Don't.
on,
Like, yo,
bro.
what are we doing here,
Sabrina
bro?
Carpenter's a baddie, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's great. You argue
beautiful.
with
She's
baddies.
beautiful.
You at war with baddies. Bro, if you don't fucking make music and shut up, like this shit boils my blood, bro. Cause what does he get? If Vic is right, what does he get out of this? Wealth? The ability to say, oh, I was number one this week.
Yeah.
What the fuck does that do for you? You're Travis Scott.
And I will say, Sabrina Carpenter did play into it because she did tweet eventually that day, Friday. She did tweet, this one's for Nicki. And it's because she was like, oh.
Yeah, because Nicki and Travis
Exactly.
were
So she was on some petty shit tweeting that, right? And it was like off to the races that night. It felt like the fan bases were at war.
I like that she's feeding into it.
Bro, she's better off at that point. And when she saw what he was doing, I'm pretty sure she was like, all right, fuck it, let's go. And
This is nasty.
I think that is weird because obviously it's different genres, but they are peers in the music industry. So this might just cause an issue
They're probably gonna
between
make
camps.
You know what's gonna happen?
Because she's Team Taylor, by the way. She got Taylor Swift on the side.
There's gonna be a track, of both of them.
A collaboration.
There's gonna be.
That's
a
what
collab.
should be, right? I'd rather see them collab, but I don't know, bro. I think that Travis is on some petty shit.
You know what this reminds me of? You remember when Floyd fought Pacquiao and it was a horrible fight? And they called it a money play?
This is Floyd. This is Pacquiao and
Floyd.
and Floyd.
Yo, but in the sense of this, hold on, don't laugh. It's in the sense of this. When that fight happened, I remember that was a fucking terrible fight. Nigga, it was I think it was the most watched fight in boxing history. It made it grossed the most amount of money.
Yeah.
It ruined the sport
Yeah.
because niggas felt cheated. Yo, I remember boxing was in a hole for years.
Yeah.
It took a monumental movement for these niggas to become relevant again. So, Canelo, remember, that's why Canelo's regarded the way he is.
Yeah.
He held the sport down after that disgusting money grab.
Yeah.
So, that's how I see this shit. This is a money grab. Y'all think you think it's just gonna be about pride and ego? No, like, as consumers, we're gonna start catching on.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna want to participate in this shit anymore. Because Joe was right. YG gets 8,000.
Yeah.
Other
we've
artists
been
that
talking
just
about
dropped
that.
get 30,000.
We've been talking about that, how these numbers have been so low. So it's like, it's Travis but it's old Travis, and it's Travis during a time when numbers are so fucking low.
Exactly.
So that's what made it be like, what the fuck, these numbers? But I think Joe Budden's kind of underestimating the Travis Scott fan base. Them niggas love Travis Scott merch, exclusivity, etc. I bought a bundle. I bought the vinyl bundle. I think it was $35 with a vinyl, and I think it came with a shirt or a hat, and it was dope. Right? I'm like, okay, I like this. And it was cool, especially because I'd rather do that. Even though I did buy Utopia, right? But I'd rather purchase that because it's a classic piece, right? His Days Before Rodeo. So it's like, niggas know what that means to our generation, like that project, like sloppy
it's
topic,
huge.
sloppy topic. Like, let's not even start. We'll have some spasms in here, but
without the bundles, what does it do?
yeah, I purchased the $5 deluxe for us to listen to the songs because I couldn't find it nowhere. Like even on illegal sites, it was hard. I'm like, damn, this guy's really protecting this, but I wasn't like dying, like, oh, I gotta listen to these songs and I gotta buy them. But there's kids that
People
feel
like
that way,
that.
bro. There's kids that feel that way. So
I say this is a bad decision musically, business wise. It's a nasty taste in everyone's mouth. Because you're right, Vic. What is the purpose of this?
yeah, because perception is showing like we see these numbers, but it's not because just the music. It's extra. It's
At this point, bro, it comes down to which artist is loved the most.
mhm.
What fan base is gonna ride for their fucking artist?
That's sick.
You know what I'm
It's like
saying?
a war. Like, it's like a
Sabrina
war.
That's
Sabrina's
nasty.
or Travis? That's what's going on.
But you know, but
This is crazy.
But then it's not music. It's not about the music, and that's sad. Because think about it. How many? It was 2,000, like almost 3K copies, 300K, is what they're projecting for Travis supposedly.
Oh, right now it's 365. So it's like that.
365.
And she's like 358 or something.
Where are you hearing? Where are you hearing this album? Where the fuck are you hearing this album where you could say it's 365?
They might have
Stop
played it at Datro. Who knows?
No, the fuck you
Did
did.
they play Mamacita at Datro? You never know.
And before y'all
They
come at me,
should've.
I was 15, fat, and Vic and Marlon know this, listening to Mamacita and Sloppy Toppy, wishing a bitch would give me Sloppy Toppy. So don't come at me saying I'm a Travis hater. I'm just letting you know that album is not playing.
Did you try
Sorry.
drugs at that age?
Allegedly, yes. When I heard drugs you should try, high as hell. Oh my god.
And also, by the way, Travis Scott dropped a music video for Drugs You Should Try It.
He did?
For real?
Yes.
Oh, I gotta watch that
brand
shit.
new music video. He dropped a
wow.
brand new
He was
music video.
fiending for this #1. Wow.
Yeah, brand new music video for a song that dropped 10 years ago. But it's arguably the best song on that album to a lot of people. I like Mamacita, Sloppy Toppy, but Drugs You Should Try It is one of his best records of all time.
Ever.
It's standalone piece. So I love that. He did a music video, and I like that. I was talking to my boy Nino. I was talking to Nino about that. He was saying like, yo, that Travis doing shit like that might change the game where people, there's been artists who have done that. I think Genuine or Juvenile last year, there's been artists that have like redone like a new music video to an older record.
What's that white girl song?
Carly Rae Jepsen, someone did it.
No, it's the black guy. It's a Coke song. What's his name? OT Genesis.
OT Genesis one?
I think so. Let me see.
Someone did it, right? But Travis Scott's now the biggest artist, I think, to ever do that. To do a
Shy Glizzy, white girl.
Oh, Shy Glizzy did it. I don't want
Yeah,
a white girl.
girl.
I want a powder. I want a powder. Yeah, he did that last year. That's true. A music video.
Bro,
It's a
because that's
song-
an iconic song.
It's an old song, yeah. But Travis Scott's the biggest artist to now do that. A new music video to an old record. It's going to rile up the fan base, and it's going to reintroduce the old record as if it's a new record. It's genius, right? And not to disrespect them, but like any quote-unquote rappers from the past that have fallen off, you could do some shit like that and get back in the game. People would pay attention to you again. Your streamers will go up. I don't see why not. I see Robert Thicke is like doing sped up versions of his old songs
Oh my god.
because TikTok. Because a lot of these older records that are classics get brung up on TikTok again. So Travis Scott doing it though is huge. I think it's huge. If we check, let me check just charts, right? All genre charts. Let me check Apple Music. Is Travis Scott's any music from the Travis Scott's album, the old album, is it charting high? Let me see. We have Sabrina Claudio as #1 with Taste, dope record. Espresso's dope. I like Sabrina.
Who's it being?
No, not Claudio. My bad. Sabrina
That's what I was
Carpenter.
gonna say.
Sabrina Carpenter. They're gonna have to battle each other for the names. I'm not gonna lie to you.
They will.
One of them says the N word and the other one doesn't.
Yo, bro, at this point, I don't even know who's who.
I don't see the Travis Scott. Oh yeah, it's not ranking. We see Travis Scott songs.
These light-skinned pop artists show up every week.
Bro, she's from Boy Meets World? Girl Meets World? She's not a bad artist, bro.
Oh, that's a
Right here.
Disney Channel woman.
Yeah, she's not a bad artist, bro.
I have a lot to say. I'm gonna keep to myself.
She's fire, bro. I ain't gonna lie
She's
to
not
you.
a bad artist at all.
Shout out to Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars again charting. They dropped a new song. Kind of went under the radar. People didn't mention that. Like Bruno Mars is back and with Lady Gaga. So shout out to them. But yeah, man, this shit's insane. There is it doesn't feel like there's like a wave of like newer pop girls popping up out of nowhere, right? We have Charlie XCX, but Charlie's been around for a while, but she's younger, so shout out to her. Katy Perry's making like a slight comeback. The single did I think bad. I don't know where she's at now. She might have pushed the album back. I don't know where you are, Katy. Who's another pop girl we mentioned? Olivia Rodrigo, been making her rounds, right? Ariana Grande dropped.
Great album.
Taylor
Great
Swift,
album, but people are not really acting like it was.
Taylor Swift did that nasty move.
Taylor Swift out here being Taylor, dropping different versions of the albums.
That was gross.
It worked too.
People did not want
like
to
it wasn't like a million plus first week, some crazy shit.
People did not want to support that. They were like, bro, because it's such a power move.
My God. We have there's another female
I know you're talking
pop
about Lana
artist.
Del Rey.
Lana
She's
Del
coming out
Rey
this year, I
made like a
think.
comeback. There's a Quavo song. We have Post Malone, technically pop artist, hip hop artist, but pop. But now he's doing country solo in that album, doing great numbers as well. There's another female pop artist though.
Someone said Camila Cabello.
Camila Cabello. Camila Cabello came out
Was that album
with
good?
2 Drake records. The album's kind of mid to me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Billie Eilish this year, phenomenal album.
Didn't hear.
I heard it.
Had a slow burn because now her songs from that album are going crazy, like
Yo.
months later.
Next year, I mean, this year's album of the year is gonna be nasty for the Grammys because her album qualified.
Yeah, and that's a good ass album.
It's gonna be her, Beyonce, and a few other ones.
Yeah, Beyonce with the country album. Yeah, man, very very crazy time right now. Is Travis Scott being petty? Sabrina Carpenter, you know, let's do a poll. Put a poll real quick, Mar. Let's do
Nah, hold on.
what should the poll say? Let's say, what are people's projections? Who is gonna have the #1 album for first week sales? Sabrina Carpenter or Travis Scott?
Doesn't matter.
The leak says Travis Scott, right? Sabrina Carpenter. I think whoever wins though, there's gonna be a story to keep on continuing to cover after. Because if Travis Scott doesn't do it, doesn't get #1, he's probably gonna post about it, say some shit. If Sabrina Carpenter gets #1,
But what was the question? Who gets #1?
yeah, who will get #1? Will it be Sabrina or Travis?
What label are they on?
You imagine on the same label?
That's
Nah, I
the
don't
question
think so.
I'm about to figure out right now because I feel like they are.
Nah, I don't think they are. Because if someone would have highlighted it on Twitter by now, I would have saw like a viral tweet.
You say that, but no one's talked about the fact that
Oh, the Elliot and Lucian?
they still haven't talked about the fact that Kendrick. Those disses say Kendrick Lamar / Interscope. God bless.
Yeah, they don't say PG Lane
No one talks
or
about that.
TD.
So it's Sony Music, licensed to Epic Records.
For who?
For Travis.
Travis Scott, Sony Music.
What's the other girl's name again?
Sabrina Carpenter,
God bless.
not to be confused with Sabrina Claudio.
She's pretty.
Bro. And to be honest, she's dope. I've seen her interview. She's like
You
dope.
won't believe it.
She's dope.
She's
I
not.
saw,
She doesn't give cringe vibes or nothing. Like she's
I
dope.
saw, I
I
saw
see
this
why
one
this is
clip.
happening.
I saw this one clip. It was mad funny. That one actually made me laugh because she was on Hot Ones, but then she did that one with that awkward like British lady.
Oh yeah, the chicken chop shit.
Yeah,
Chicken shop date. I gotta see both of
and
those.
she's like, oh, she's like, aren't we like supposed to take a bite and switch? And she's like, wrong show, honey. That's Hot Ones. And she's like, oh
I
shit.
gotta watch them both.
Yeah.
You want to guess?
What's Travis Scott label?
Travis Scott's Sony. Guess what she is?
What is Sabrina Carpenter? Camera on the wall.
It isn't Sony.
Warner Brothers.
It's UMG.
UMG.
Bro, they're playing politics. This has nothing to do with either of them.
But what is that? What do you mean? Because Sony's versus UMG?
Yeah, they're not owned by each
So
other.
this is a label battle.
There's a label battle. I think Sony owns 30% of the industry. UMG owns like 45, something like that. I think that's a split, some crazy number like that. I could see that.
I mean, the label has to be taking play here because the label has to approve of these deluxes and shit.
Yeah.
Niggas were calling like crazy. We need another deluxe. We need another deluxe. We need another deluxe. We need another. Like, it must have been like a war room. Like, Travis just like,
I
fuck
refuse
it.
to believe this is just Travis. I fully refuse to believe that.
The label.
But
Imagine it was pre-planned. Because Sabrina's date, I think, was cemented for like a while. And then Travis' date kind of came out of nowhere. Imagine it was like, oh,
You think the
head-to-head battle.
You think the labels are pitting people together to boost up album sales?
I'll tell you this much. People like stories, right? The story being that they went off against each other is going to be remembered more than their albums, to be honest. Obviously, Travis Scott's different because it's a classic. It's a nostalgic, but you know what I mean? Like, people are going to remember more that time that they went against each other than anything else. Especially because we got Nicki Minaj going live on Instagram, and she was like, oh, shout out to Sabrina Carpenter. We got Kanye West posting Travis Scott. It's all strategic because Sabrina Carpenter is close friends with Taylor Swift, who is always against Taylor Swift, Kanye West. It's all like ego checks.
Who does Kanye West hate with a dying passion?
Taylor Swift.
And UMG. He hates Lucian, my God. Yo, but let me ask you a question, though. What do we do when reality hits? And those album sales that are just numbers don't reflect in tour dates, and you become a victim of what we've been seeing recently. No one can sell a fucking tour for their life.
That would be interesting, but I'll tell you this much. I think that Sabrina Carpenter can,
Hell yeah.
and I think that Travis Scott can.
No, Travis Scott's different. I
So it
think
might
he's
be different.
solidified.
It's going to be with other artists and other niggas who try to boost this shit, try to like boost up numbers, etc. You know. But to be honest, also, it's going to get nasty because if this is a tactic that obviously is effective and artists, maybe this battle between them, because you're getting best of both worlds, right? A huge black artist, a huge white artist, pop, hip hop. Every blog's covering. We saw pop blogs posting Travis Scott more than ever before. Hip hop pages posting Sabrina Carpenter more than ever before.
I saw that.
So now we're gonna get an effect where this might be something that people see as an example. Oh shit, I could do this. I'm gonna do this.
Let's set it up.
Now artists going forward might do this. Like instead of dropping a deluxe next week or deluxe next month, they might be like, hey, let's do a digital deluxe. Make people buy the album. Let's put an exclusive song on there, etc. And they're gonna see how effective it is because they're starting to realize that's more effective to get a full sale than telling someone stream my album 100 times?
Yeah.
Or so whatever.
Or
maybe
leave it
1,000
playing.
times,
Leave
however.
it playing. The Chris Brown had like a whole thing out of farm streams.
Because YG did 8,000 albums, right? But let me look it up. How many streams
That's 8,000.
is 8,000 album?
Because that's not
sales?
what they don't talk about that. We never talk about that. You see the low number and you think no one listened. Yo, that's like millions of streams in one freaking sale.
100%.
Like, this is why we have to go back to buying music. We can't keep doing subscriptions. It's destroying music. Everyone's just chasing numbers that aren't even real. What is it?
10 million plus streams. So 10 million times people played the album and he sold 8,000 copies, right? And that's YG. Which is surprisingly a low number, though, for YG, even though when you put in a streaming perspective, it's not. But for YG, I think it still is low because YG's usually a huge single artist. But I guess him trying to catch PDF files with Vitaly didn't work and turn out to be streaming. And him trying to, like, not be anti-Drake, but just obviously showing his love for Kendrick, etc.
Hate to see it.
Didn't work effectively for the rollout. I don't know what his rollout necessarily was. He does have his own podcast show. I think he stopped kind of doing it. I wish he kept it going. That seemed pretty cool for him. And also, he broke up with Kalani.
He broke up with Kalani?
Yeah, there was and then allegedly she cheated on him.
Oh, no.
Some shit like that.
With a woman?
Isn't she gay now?
They gon' love me for my ambition.
And that was a clip from our podcast, the Club Ambition podcast, Cap. If you're looking to watch the full episode, make sure to go check it out right now. It's available on audio and also on YouTube.